So I just came back last night from the Alabama field training with USTLA. And it was so great to be able to take my list of my prospective properties. Oh my gosh. So early in my tongue, it's just not working. Anyway, took my list and we were able to drive the neighborhood and actually put eyes on these places. And oh my goodness, so much different than the Google Maps and the Google Satellite and all that jazz. And it kind of got discouraging because I don't live in Alabama. I don't have someone that can just roam the street for me and put eyes on it and know exactly what I'm looking for and kind of be my substitute. And so here I am living in another state. And how does that actually work? How can you comb through a list of thousands of properties, 14,000 or whatever properties, and narrow down by the numbers, but then you have to narrow down and see if the property, first of all, even exists still on the plot of land, right? Because even though the county says there's an improvement value and that they've been taxing based on a structure being there, doesn't actually mean that the structure is there. And even if the structure is there, doesn't mean it hasn't been burned out the back. And it says that it's a full valuation, and it's absolutely not worth that. So the records aren't good. So you can't trust and base decisions off of the county's numbers. You can't base it off of Google's Street View, especially when it's like 2011, 2014. Not even 2021, because anything could have happened from last night to this morning, you know, honestly. So how do I, as an investor in Colorado, decrease my risk enough to make it feasible to be an Alabama investor, not having a full-time staff to just drive properties to verify? I don't know. These guys are doing it though. No one lives in Alabama that's a coach that is doing this strategy. So they are all utilizing another system, and which I think is good, because the whole point of being a real estate investor is to not have the traditional 9-to-5 job. And if I'm in town, guess what I'm going to want to do 24/7? Drive neighborhoods, right? Searching for gold, doing that, the trash panda, searching for these treasures. So I'm trying to figure out my role, what that looks like, kind of get my system down, figure out the team and how that logistically works. It sounds really great on paper. It sounds really great when someone's explaining to you how smooth it is. But we've all been there. It's not as smooth as what is ever explained. But I know there's success. There's hope, there's success. And I think that the competency comes with just getting some deals done and under my belt. And I guess that's why I paid big bucks to hire a coach that works this system, because doing it on my own, obviously that's why people don't, because it's too risky. Seems like every 5th or 6th house there's a burnout or a tree through the roof or a gaping hole or the back end is sunk. I don't know, something. I mean, there are some crazy houses in these neighborhoods. And these neighborhoods need revitalization. That is how the cycle works of real estate. There's not a bad neighborhood forever. Like even down here in Denver, 5 Points used to be like, oh my gosh, that's where you go to die. And now it's like up and coming, and it's attractive, and to the new generation, they don't have that stigma attached to it, like say me or older people older than me. Anyway, just being honest, just kind of expressing my thoughts and where I'm at. And this is, like I said before, this is just a pain point. This is like an uncomfortable part in the process, and we all go through it, and we have two choices. We can just give up and say, yeah, it's not like was promised, or it's not for me. Maybe they have the skill set and I don't, or some way to excuse myself from being able to be successful. And I'm not going to do that. I've spent too much money and too much time, and the coaches are really depending on me to pull things out, and I got to do that. I got to do that for myself, and I need to just beat the bushes until something flies out. And I've been doing my devotionals every morning and praying that the Lord provide that perfect house. In this process of buying crap and getting it habitable, and then creating a safe and clean place for someone or a family to live, like that, there is value in that on many different levels. Community has value, that family has value, I receive value, and I'm helping a disadvantaged person be able to have a little bit of those basic needs covered. And I think the Lord honors that. I know the Lord honors that. And I need to hone my skill set. I have the contacts for capital. I have capital. I just am missing the skill set. The system is there. The opportunity is there. The skill set is the only thing missing. And it's going to take some time. I'm going to be really bad at first. It's going to be really clunky. And then I'm going to get a little bit better and a little bit better. I'm going to suck less and less and less. And then one day, I'm actually going to be okay. I'm going to be decent at it. And then I'm going to be good. And then I'm going to eventually be an expert at it. And then I'll be able to help others. And that's how you scale. Because the one-man band can only do so much. But when you scale, I feel that is when you really can give the most impact. So, like I always say, let's see where this goes. I'm excited. It's going to be a heck of a lot of work. And I'm going to have to really be dedicated. I'm going to have to really chunk out that time, man. Just combing those lists. And I'm thinking there has to be a better way. I gotta figure a way to systematize this. How can I delegate this to someone else that can do those basics? But my job right now is to find properties and purchase them. That's my only goal, and I need to stay focused on that. And the rest will come. Okay, I'm out for today. Make it a good day. Bye.